Hey guys, Maniac here. I'm here with some more Maniac reviews. And today, for Maniac reviews, I'm going to be reviewing Deadpool, the game. But before we do that, if you'll excuse me, I must go find some chimichangas. Alright, so Deadpool the game. First things I want to start off is this game probably came out September? I think it was sometime last year. And the reason why I'm reviewing it now is because there was the big autumn Steam sale and it went on sale. It was like for $10 and I've been wanting to play the game and get it. So I got it and I beat it and I'm gonna do a review on it. So yeah, let's start off with characters. First we have Deadpool and his friends in his head. The two personalities of him in his head. Wolverine, Mr. Sinister. I always want to say Dr. Sinister, but I know it's Mr. Sinister. Cable, Death, and that's basically it. So, storyline. Storyline of this is basically Deadpool wants his own game, and this is his adventure of trying to get back at Mr. Sinister after some stuff. There really is no story to this. It's basically just one big hack and slash, and let's go into positives and negatives now. Positives and negatives. Let's start off with positives. The story of this, I don't even know how to describe it. I don't even know what the story is. It's basically like, it starts off with, you know, Deadpool just sitting in his couch and, you know, going over messages, and the guy from High Moon's just like, yeah, we're not gonna do your game, and then, you know, it's just like, oh no, not our game, and then he blows up the studios, and they're just like, yeah, it was a big hit, so we're gonna start making your game now. And basically it's just him doing stuff in the game. And yeah, so other positives, how funny the game is. It's one of those jokey games. It's kind of like, it reminds me a bit of Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. It's very kind of funny, outrageous, you know, ridiculous stuff, but it works to a certain point. There's a point though kind of in this game where it gets to be a bit too much, but then somebody must have realized it and then dialed it back down. But yeah, it's a lot, in the beginning it's a lot of jokes and a lot of haha funny stuff, and then kind of once you get more into the middle, that's when it starts to get serious again, and then it just goes back to funny jokes, which, you know, it's kind of odd how they did it. I don't know whether it worked or not. I would say it kind of worked. I wouldn't say it was horrible, I wouldn't say it was bad. It was like, it's kind of like one of those in between good and bad things, like you don't kind of know where to place it. But yeah, that's the story. Everything else about the game is pretty fun. The gameplay is pretty fun, you know. I'm playing it on keyboard, but I would guess if you guys got this for like an Xbox or a PS3 or whatever else this came out for, or if you have a controller that you can play with on your computer, yeah. It's button mashing, hack and slash fighting game with some shooting in it. Integrated shooting. The shooting mechanics I kind of like. There's some parts that I don't like about it. I'm just thinking off of computer wise, but other than that, the graphics are, you know, it's all cartoony, right? It's all comics and stuff. It's really cool. Also, there's like little bios that you can watch of each kind of big character and the setting that you're in, which is also very cool. Another thing I really like about the game is how much they break the fourth wall and how much it's a lot more interactive with the player than it is just kind of like normal games. Like Deadpool's always talking to the character. He realizes that he's in a video game, and that's kind of one of the big jokes. But it's, you know, well, let's go on to negatives now. Negatives, I've experienced, I believe, I've experienced a lot of glitches. One of them was at the very beginning when I was close to death, and like literally my screen just like flipped out and I couldn't see anything, and I had to like stop it and just sit there and wait for my health to regen. And I did that for a while until I clued in, maybe I should restart the game so that doesn't happen. So I did that, and and I've had some other glitches, like his face like kind of does like some weird thing where it's like the jaw like starts to like drop, and it wasn't like in a cutscene or anything. I'll just be walking randomly and I'll just like see his like head move that way or that way, and that's not supposed to happen, and I researched it. It's not supposed to happen. So it seems to be like there was a lot of glitches, which it kind of makes it a bit more funny, but not the funny that you're looking for. I'm trying to think. There's a lot I liked about this game. It really does give a good kind of shout out to Deadpool and some of the X-Men comics. I don't really like how they put Sinister in the game. He was just kind of like, I don't know, I didn't really like him in this game. Then again, I really never did like Mr. Sinister as any villain in anything. But in this game, he didn't seem like he usually is. He seemed really different. Story, like I said though, there is some problems with the story that don't make sense, but I believe that's what's supposed to be happening. And there was a part kind of where they just could have ended it, but then they're like, wait, no, this is like too short. We need to extend it. So then they extended it and kind of did it a bit too long. And you'll kind of see the joke that they put in just to make it kind of look funny. But yeah, so as a rating for this game, I'm going to give it a 4.5. I know that's pretty high for me, and I really do recommend this game. It's really fun if you're but if you're one of those people who's like only plays like games like The Walking Dead or Last of Us, ones that are heavy on the story and stuff, you're not gonna like this game. But if you're one of those guys who just likes to go and kill things, if you like Call of Duty, no multiplayer, but sure, you'll be able to kill everything you want. But yeah, it's I do highly recommend this game. So thank you guys for watching. You subscribe, favorite, like, and all that fun stuff. I'll see you guys next time or whatever I make. Haters gonna peace out. Booty boop boop.